There's working to improve, and then there's working to showcase your prowess. Both are eventually needed for the top tier athlete, but the showcase must come much after. Work hard to build your fortune before cashing out your chips. The showcase period is when you stop improving. There's a time for this, but that time is not 8th grade or earlier. Dirk Nowitzki has a workout routine that's impossible to emulate. The fun part is that many incoming rookies attempt to join him when they first join the team. But after a month or two, Dirk is alone once again. You can only pretend to be great for so long. The great ones just do it naturally. What's up? Hey everybody. Hey. How you doing, man? Hey, checking in with you guys on Friday. And this weekend we have open gym at 7 o'clock. But tonight we have our workout, our skill workout. So if you're available tonight, show up at around 6:30 to 8, and then we will get that thing going. So on weekends it's 7 to 8. On weekdays it should be 6:30 to 8. Turns out that we have the gym from 5:30 to 7 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we might actually be doing that on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays sooner or later as well. But know that my ultimate goal is to have it from 6:30 to 8, and I might even change it on the website to because I'm getting tired of people not understanding. It does say 7 to 8, but I want you guys to come 30 minutes early so you can do the workout stuff, the hard stuff. Kids have been a lot better about it lately, whether it's before or after, because they understand that stuff's very, very, very important. And usually they understand because of games. Due to games, and the other team's overpowering us, and especially when it's maybe a worse player than we are, and they just punk us. That's when you start to get that thirst. And I talked to everyone about it last night. You can't lose your thirst. You can't lose the reason that you started off. Basically, you probably got your butt kicked one day, and you were like, I don't like that feeling. Or you had an amazing game and you loved that feeling. Either way, it pushed you to want to be something at some point in your life. Well, don't forget that reason. Don't forget why you started out, and have it constantly just render in your head over and over and over again. As I said about that one guy with the one arm about to go to Tennessee or Tennessee State or whatever it is, he's constantly reminded about all of his flaws and about all the people talking crap saying that he couldn't do blah, blah, blah. All right? And he's by far the best one-arm player I've ever seen in my entire life. All right? And and he's still going. So who knows where this guy is? I will never doubt that kid. All right. So if you want to be like that, where no one can ever doubt you again, it takes a continual effort, everyday effort, and you have to remember that your arm's off too. All right. You have some things holding you back. You have some reasons why they're doubting you, and you must remember those reasons. And maybe it's because you lost by a ton one time, or a million times. Who cares? Maybe it's because you're short. Maybe it's because you're skinny or whatever it is. With that said, what's up, short and skinny guys? Noah Masseth and Connor Rush. How you guys doing, man? We have a new member. Wyatt Ingalls has officially joined the program. Set to make his debut, I believe, next Tuesday. All right, so heads up for that. And he's one of the kids that came to our camp. So that makes it the third camp kid that joined, the third winter camp kid that has joined. I believe there's only been 3. All right. And Wyatt's a hard worker. He's one of the only kids in camp to actually post homework during that stretch. All right. So that speaks volumes for who he is and what he holds inside of him and what he could possibly become as well. Let me think, because we want hard workers in our program. Whether they're going to be good, bad, in the middle, whatever. We want hard workers. All right. So Wyatt is one of those kids. So hopefully we can convince him to work even harder. All right. And then we have a potential member coming tonight, traveling in from Loveland. All right. Don't know his name yet. I'll look it up before the workout starts. But if he shows up again, and we ain't, as much as I need the money, we ain't trying to get members. We're trying to get dudes that will help us. So push the kid when he shows up. We had one kid join us from, what's that other program that practices in the same location? The Titans. He joined us, and he didn't cry at least, but he definitely did not want to come back. His dad was really hyped about the program. The kid was like, "This is too much for me." And you could tell that almost right away. Although that's bad for business, it's really good for who you are. Don't let people come in the program and let's just be soft to them, because this is going to slow us all down. We have bigger goals than just making money. All right, our goals are to reach the NBA. Our goals are to make D1. Our goals are to be the best high school player that we can possibly become. Our goals are to become the best player that we can become personally. All right, and those goals don't include just going soft just to make someone feel good and feel welcome. So during this next month, we'll have a lot of people trying to join our program just because that's how it is, and everyone just surfs around. And it's always like that toward the end of high school season. The February is a big recruiting month. I'm not going to cater to those people, and maybe it's going to be bad for our business, but understand that I'm doing it for you. All right. Joe Ingles, almost Joe Ingles. Oh, nice. That dude posted on the camp that will be a good player. Exactly. All right. And again, we could have the worst team in the world. If everyone wants to work hard, that's all that I've ever dreamt for. Honestly, having a program full of kids that want to work hard, and every time that I've had it, the number of players that have worked hard, we have done some magical things, and it's even panned out in the whole gotten things for it category, right? I always say, hey, you may not be successful, you may never win a game, you may never make your team, you may never make college. I say all these things, right? But every time that we actually do go through this with the worst players, sometimes we start to, first they prove me right. First they show that it doesn't matter if we win or if they make their team, that it meant something to us, because it's so special when that happens. But then they prove me wrong, and that they still make those teams. All of a sudden they are D1 players, and it's oh dude, I told you that was kind of impossible. Yeah. And I think that's because no one else is working as hard. So take it as a good thing. Take it as a possible thing. But, always bank on it. Whether it happens or not, who cares? All right? It doesn't matter if it happens or not, because you're going to work your hardest and it's going to mean something for you. Then when it does happen, man, that's just extra icing on the cake. Don't like cake? I don't know. Extra chocolate on the bar? Whatever, dude. All right. Starting out with the quote of the day. Let's go right there. All right. Life is a game of chess. not checkers. All right. Now, obviously, this means that life is very complicated and no one knows how to play it. No, I'm joking. I was actually chess champion in my high school. All right, but yes, life is a game of chess, not checkers. It's not about the momentary moves. All right. What up, Kieran and Declan Louth? Hi. So yes, it's not a game of chess. It's a game of checkers. Checkers is a very simple game. Chess is a very complicated game. We understand that, right? But also in checkers, there's not really like that much long-term thinking going on. Whereas chess, it's all about long-term thinking, and everything that you do, even if you're sacrificing pieces, it's for the greater good, right? And if your king is like your being, and in this basketball game, your king is your passion. And you have to protect your passion and protect your goals with all of your heart. And go for it. All right? So life is a game of chess, not checkers. So don't think simplistically about this stuff. All right? Try to have a higher mind and have higher goals that are a lot more complex than can be like displayed from anyone's from any of your friends. You're going to be different from your friends. Your friends are looking to win right now. Your friends are looking to be like happy during lunchtime. Your friends are looking for the easiest way out. You have to look beyond that. And you have to understand, like, far before your age, even though like you're a third grader, seventh grader, ninth grader, whatever, right? You have to be like, you know what? Winning right now doesn't matter. I care about winning when I'm a senior or a junior, or when I'm in the NBA. And if you think like that, oh my God, there's so few people, not few kids, there's so few human beings on the face of the planet that think like that. Most of us are momentary people. And if you could think for the future and really hope for the future, and go, I want to be good 3 years from now. I don't care about now. If you think that way, you're going to win at a lot of things in life. So start thinking that way. All right. Higher beings know life is a game of Connect Four. That's what I'm talking about, Connor Rush. All right. It's all about Connect Four. All right. It's the C to the foe. The C to the foe. All right. Anyways, that's enough gang signs for the day. Let's move on. We got our elementary stuff, which again we are not doing tomorrow. Actually, you know what? For the open gyms, I might be able to combine these. Invite your friends for open gyms, okay? Invite your friends for open gyms so that we have enough people. Por favor. All right, and we have 3-on-2, 2-on-1, which is it's a great drill. All right, let me show you something about this drill actually. All right, because when you do 3-on-2, 2-on-1, it's very, very indicative of what the game will actually be like. And we have many of these moments during games. The better that your team is, the better that you're going to have these moments as well. So if you look at the screen real quick, all right, when we come down, 3-on-2, 2-on-1, I'll make these other people, it doesn't really matter. No, I'll change them. All right, well, we will make them black. All right. Right here and right here. All right, give me a basketball, please. Right there. All right, and when you do this, you have to make sure that you aren't breaking the rules of a fast break. All right, you don't want to break the break. All right, and by the rules of the fast break is this: there's two people right here. You have to be able to make that into your advantage, and how you do that is you occupy one of the people with the ball. And then you make it so that this guy has two people to guard, and he has to choose one. At the same time, you want to pass the ball beyond this first guy so that now, really, really quickly, it's 2 against 1. And if you don't do that exact thing, you're not going to be very successful in this. And how people mess it up is like this. 1, these guys on the wing, sometimes they get way ahead. And if they're way ahead of the play, like the play hasn't even started yet, well, now as they come down, now it's not exactly 3-on-2. Why? Because this guy is blocking this pass. So he can't pass there. So now this guy gets to sneak over here. And now this guy gets to pick up earlier even, and that pass becomes impossible. He can't even throw it over because he can still get to it. All right. So by this guy being so fast, or by these guys being so slow, he's ruined the entire play. So So the goal is to be even. All right? You want to be even. 1. 2, you want to be wide. So when you run, these guys go wide. And the wider that you are, the harder it's going to be for these two guys to cover all this space. All right? They can't cover all that space. So now you guys being spread out just made it harder on the defense. This guy coming up, again, at a very, very fast speed, everyone should be sprinting. All right? As they come in, you want to start rounding it out about right here. As he comes up, you're here. Another thing that you guys can do wrong is pass the ball too late. You can also make the mistake of passing the ball too early. You want to pass the ball ahead of the offense so he can catch the ball without dribbling, so he can catch it, take 2 steps, and score a layup. If that's not where the pass is, it's not going to work. All right? If he has to take a dribble, that gives this guy more chance to cover down, etc. All right? So pass the ball ahead so he can catch it and score a layup. Next point is, as this guy catches it, rewind. The person that you pass to depends on where this guy is. Okay? If he's on this side leaning, you're going to pass it that way for a layup. If he's on this side leaning, you're going to pass it that way for a layup. Okay? Now, if he's in the middle, you pass it to the better player. All right? But you pass it ahead. As soon as he catches it, this guy's thinking one thought only, and he's thinking to score. I want to go here and I want to dunk. That's all he's thinking of. I want to go here and I want to dunk. This guy's pretty close, though. So a lot of bad players can't even score on that. A lot of bad players are like, oh my God, he's so close to me. And they try to score and they're like, I can't make a layup. And then they boom, and it bounces way over there, right? All right? You want to be able to still score if the guy's in the middle. If you're not good enough to score with the guy in the middle, you're not good enough to play basketball, so get good at that. All right? You hit him and then you score because he's not off the middle. Now, if he is off the middle, by a little bit, you're making this bounce pass or an air pass, whatever, right, to this guy to catch that shot because he can't guard both of you, and then you score. The only other reason why you wouldn't make that pass is if this guy covered down as he should, and now you have the guy who passed you the ball in the beginning. And this guy has a key problem. All right? Everyone just likes to just pass the ball and then stay here. You can't do that. You have to pass the ball and go to the strong side elbow. And if he passed the ball here, boom, he catches it. He has nothing and he passes it back to you. Just take the shot. And it's with those keys that whenever you have a 3-on-2 fast break, it's going to be money. It'll just be a bucket. But you must do those things. And again, to rewind, all run together. Run wide. Pass the ball ahead of the person on either side, depending on where the defense is, so he can catch it and score a layup. Look to score if the guy's in the middle. Look to pass if the guy's in front of you. After you make the pass to the wings and you're the point guard, run to the strong side elbow for a shot. If you do those things and you're good enough to make a bucket, you won't be able to be stopped on a 3-on-2 fast break, which is a very common occurrence. All right. Let's see. My homework is posting. Connor Rush just wrote the words Connor Rush. All right. Well, congratulations, Connor Rush. All right. And then the other one is 2-on-2 lateral. We run the play lateral. That's just our pick and roll. If you're interested in pick and roll stuff, come to our pick and roll workshop that is next Saturday. Not this upcoming Saturday, but the following Saturday. The pick and roll workshop. We call our main play triangle when we pass the ball to the wing and cut through. If we cut on the strong side and we screen across down screen, that's called pyramid. If the guy is not open on the wing, and we're on top, we can dribble at him and he can go back door. The back door play is called side. If he doesn't want to go back door and he fakes back door, he comes for the handoff. That is called 180. Right? We have all these different plays, but one of them is once we pass the ball and we cut through, the inside guys move, and we have the weak side wing come to the top. If he's open, we pass, but if he doesn't open, we're on-ball screen. The on-ball screen play is called lateral. I know these are a lot for you guys, a lot of names, but trust me, by the end, we only have 12 plays. You will understand them all. Dang, it's already been a month since the last pick and roll workshop. I know the last one was on the 8th, and it hasn't quite been a month because right now it's like the 28th or something like that. So it's only been 20 days. But we have another one here on the 5th. So it's a week from now. Make sure you guys sign up for that so you can perfect it. And just like learning all of our plays, learning all the options on the pick and roll is even harder. All right, so if you get those things in your head, and we have until what, April, till we start playing in front of some coaches, then yeah, we have some work to do. Okay, guys. All right, that's 2-on-2 lateral. We would just do the pick and roll and then play from there, and then it's live. But every time that you start off, you would go back to lateral. All right, let's check the homework. All right, what's the homework like today? I posted my homework, as always. All right, Connor Rush, nice job. Continue to post. All right, you're going to get stronger and faster because of all this stuff. Great job. Let's see. Some ball spins. Connor Rush still doing the ball spins. And then Noah Masseth with some bid shots. Yo, Noah, man, your shot is really, really looking better. I can't wait till next month when we do the push-up challenge to see how strong you guys get by the end of the month. That's when we're going to start to really punk some people. There's a guy by the name of Herschel Walker, and he played for the Dallas Cowboys, I believe. He also played for the Buffalo Bills. He is known to have only done push-ups. He said he didn't do any other weightlifting ever. And like he was like the strongest dude you'll ever see. All right, now he's a crazy politician, but all he did was push-ups, like no curls, no weights, just push-ups. He said he did them during the commercials of watching TV and stuff like that. And this guy's a honking beast. Let's see what kind of push-ups you guys can do next month. Didn't post yesterday's stuff yet again. All right, well, you can't get double punished. You already have your end of the month thing. Just try to be perfect. If you want to keep track of how many days that you missed, you totally can to see if this is like your best month ever. So if you messed up twice this month, try not to mess up 3 times, and you can see which one that you can do the best at. So even if you never complete it being perfect, you can still like do your best version. All right. Let's go to the story of the day to see what that's all about real quick. Know what you're playing for. In the end, it can't just be about the trophies and accolades. It must be about something more. The effort you put in, the lessons you've learned, and the bonds you've made are all worth more. A trophy carries dust, but memories last forever. All right, so there's there's 4 things right there. All right, there's trophies. There's the effort. There's the lessons learned, and there's the bonds made. Okay, and to each our own. We are our own individual. Whatever pushes you there is whatever pushes you there. However, if it's, I would say, out of those 4. Of like what you want to like build your memories up by, and what you want to like exert your energy for in life, and the reason that you do it, the reasons behind of what you do. I would say that trophies is the least powerful. All right, trophies are inanimate objects. All right, you don't need trophies, but you want them because it comes with the territory of winning. Now, I can't tell you how many trophies that I have. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's actually right around the corner here because my mom kept them all. But they were always in my room, and I never liked them. I thought it was the silliest thing ever. It was weird. It's like shiny object just to say that you did something. And I knew I was just tall sometimes. All right, but that one should mean the least. But and hopefully it means the least. But if it doesn't, go ahead and win as many trophies as you can. Now, the other 3 though. It's up to you. For me personally, the lessons learned have helped me in life, but they have not been the most important thing to me. All right? For me personally, the bonds made didn't really matter to me either. And that's a strange one because what I said about the about the awards is that they're inanimate objects. And if you look at the bonds, that's the most humane one that you could have. Like the human connection. That's the most beautiful one by far. And I can admit that it's very, very beautiful. Just not in my wheelhouse of caring. All right? Because I don't know. I appreciate those relationships. I don't really remember them too much. It's just who I am, right? That wasn't what pushed me, basically. But it does push some people. And if it does, that's a great thing for you. I know, like, there's certain players like Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, the relationships mean a lot to them as well. All right? And then if you look at the other two, the effort and the lessons learned, again, I told you the lessons learned have been huge for me, but they haven't been my everything. The biggest one for me is the effort. The effort that I was willing to put forth meant everything to me because I really wanted to be Rudy, like Rudy, like the movie Rudy. I really wanted to be like Rocky Balboa. Really wanted to be like Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan, like the guys that put in so much effort that it didn't matter if they won or lost. That's what I wanted from my life, and it still is. I put in effort. Basketball-wise, I always saw Kobe Bryant, and I was like, damn, that dude tries harder than I ever could. Youth basketball, program-wise, nobody is on my level. For a fact. I feel like Carl Lewis in this regard, where Carl Lewis was a sprinter, and he won the gold medal. Then 4 years later, he lost, and he said, that guy cheated. That guy's on drugs. And they're like, why would you say that? And he's like, because I was the best 4 years ago, and I worked the hardest the last 4 years, and that's how it is. And they tested the dude, and he was right. The guy was on drugs. If he knew for a fact that no one could keep up to him, that's just the coolest feeling on earth. And for me, whether I fail or I succeed, I know for a fact that no one is working as hard as I am for youth basketball. And that's the coolest thing to me in the world. Again, I'm happy. I got some relationships with you guys. It's fantastic, I'm sure. And I'm going to learn some lessons for my life to apply elsewhere. We might even win some things. I might be on the news one day. They'll be like, look at Coach Sanders, blah, blah, blah. I'll get some awards. No. I care about my effort. And that's what works for me. So you need to figure out what works for you. Focus on that. And then form your memories around that. And hopefully it's not just the gold medals and the winning, because that stuff is all relative. Even if I have like the best program on earth, and I'm a good businessman. There's still Jeff Bezos. Better businessman than I'll ever be, right? No matter how good you get, I could just find LeBron to beat you up real quick. That's all relative. And even if you're LeBron, there's Michael Jordan. You can't catch a ghost. All right? And you can't worry about whether you are like the best or not. You have all you can really do is for me, the bonds, you can try to be someone's friend. They might hate you anyways. For the lessons learned, that's pretty important. But to me, again, it was the hard work. All right. With that being said, I'm glad you're training me. Let's see. I did hurdles, divine drill, and ball spin for the day. Good job. Let's see. What else? Push-ups, bicep curls, battle ropes, sandbag slides. It's full upper body that you need. I would say that's a lot of it. Yeah. For our basketball, any kind of motion strength is great. Any kind of static strength, not as. With that being said, I'm glad that I'm training you as well. Don't worry, Coach Sanders. I'll get you on the news someday. Hopefully, if it's not for anything bad. They're like, Connor Rush murdered someone. Star student of 50 All-Stars. Anyways, let's move on. We got our middle school stuff for tomorrow for the open gym. It's 3-on-3 cutthroat. If you win, you stay on. If you lose, you're off. It's just for the first 5 minutes. Then 2-on-2 help side. We need to start learning some defensive stuff too, and then we'll play. And then for the high school, you got 2-on-2 diamond, which is you go 2-on-1 with someone chasing you. And you come 2-on-2 back. All right. And then we have 1-on-1 weak side pin down. We did that last week. All right. It's just screening down and then playing live off of that. All right. Let's check our trivia question for the day, and then we'll finish up with our picture. All right. The trivia question for the day is, it's a very easy one. If you have an adult around you, they should know it. You should know this. I can't believe this is asking such an easy question. Dang. But here's the question. Get your hands on your keyboards. Good luck. Reggie Miller scored 8 points in 9 seconds in a May 7th, 1995 playoff game against which team? I can't imagine an easier question than that. Put the team's name down in the comment section. You got one guess only. I will not say who the winner is until someone guesses. But yes, Reggie Miller scored 8 points in 9 seconds. That is crazy. That is pretty crazy. All right. And May 7th, 1995 playoff game against which team? It's Reggie Miller's most famous play ever. And that is the answer. Noah Masseth with the win. Put New York on there. It is New York, the New York Yankees. Wait, no, it's not the New York Yankees. No. It's the New York Knicks. That's the way. That's it. Had to check the back. All right. Hall of Fame led the Pacers to an unlikely 107-105 win in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals, hitting 2 3-pointers and 2 free throws in an extremely short order. So, yes, that is the answer. The Knicks, the New York Knicks. New York Jets? Is it the Jets? The New York Rangers. I believe it's the New York Rangers. But no, that's the right answer, Noah. Great job. You're now in our top 5. All right. To finish up, let's check our picture of the day. What do we have here? Oh, man, yeah. So could you guys, again, like once you like become good, like I was good in high school. I was great in high school. But I was also like a mentor for some kids. And I remember like some things I got to like get out of class for certain things because of like, who I was or whatever. But also it also worked against me sometimes where like if I did something bad and someone else did something bad, I would get in trouble. Not the other kids. The other kids were allowed to get in troubles in ways that I wasn't. And the reasoning behind it was, well, people look up to you, John. You stand for something, John. And they're always like that. So could you imagine being one of these NBA athletes? And all they do is like go to Applebee's one day. And then someone goes, are you going to support Applebee's when they have child labor, like mispractices in their kitchen? And you're like, I didn't know that. Are you going to wear that t-shirt that's from this Chinese factory that employs low-wage children? And it's like, I got it for Christmas, right? And like, they take the whole responsibility thing to a whole nother level because people expect the world of these athletes. Could you imagine having that much pressure? So with that said, the pressure that you do have, if you do get like a C- or a D in a class and you aren't an athlete, okay, you got a D. They can't take anything from you. That's it. Maybe like a detention, maybe, but you still passed class. If you get below a 2.0 grade point average, they take away basketball from you. And it's kind of unfair, but at the same time, it's like the responsibility that you have. So understand your responsibilities will only get more and more and more as you get into the sport because people care about sports and, like don't let it break you, basically. Anyways, that's all that I have. New York, there are two teams in New York. The Nets are in New York too, dude. Brooklyn's a part of New York. Anyways, all right, that's my time. I will see y'all later. If you're coming to practice tonight, I will see you then. Don't forget to kick the new kids' butt. All right, you guys. Cue my music. I'm out. There you go. Get 'em. Yeah.